Glacier went into a zone defense, and they just slaughtered them outside behind the three-point line, making Coach Harkins decide to go back to a man-to-man defense and kind of held them steady, but they still trail 31-19 here at halftime at our Whitefish Credit Union halftime show. What a game we've had so far. And it's one of those situations where the Wolfpack looked great starting this contest and throughout most of the first quarter, and then they just let it slip away with some big shooting and some easy wide open three-point shooting, and then some easy buckets down low as Lawrence really used his height and his speed to get between some Glacier defenders and make some like three easy layups right in a row to extend that lead, and they just slowly chipped it away, got it higher and higher. And at halftime, 31-19 is our score. This is a big game as Big Sky has only won one conference game, and that was against Flathead here earlier in the week. And you can see something has kicked in with this Big Sky basketball team as they really have kicked it into gear and look really good. They do not look like a team that's only 1-6 in conference and 2-11 on the season. We're going to talk to Coach Harkins here in a second when he comes back out and talk to him about that first half and what his thoughts were. Second half, the Glacier has got to figure something out to stop this three-point shooting, one. But number two, they have got to get something going. They could not get anything to fall underneath the paint on this left side of the north side of the building. So hopefully the south side, right in front of Glacier's bench, this will start making some points, but they had some easy point-blank shots. We're going to talk to Coach Harkins real quick about the first half. Coach, crazy first half. Your team was looking super good leading this contest, and just in a matter of minutes, it went from you being up by 6 to you guys being down by 6 or 7 yourself.
Yeah, we lost shooters. Defensively, we didn't stop transition. We allowed them to get penetration, and then they could kick it out to those shooters that you and I talked about before the game. So we've got to do it better. We got to stop them in transition, stop the ball early, and then locate out to shooters.
Right now, Big Sky is 7 of 10 from behind the three-point line, and I noticed when you went to zone, then you went right back to man-to-man to kind of shut that three-point play down. Are we expecting more man-to-man defense here in the second half?
Right now, I think we got to come out and man them. We just got to get after them a little bit and try to crawl back into this thing.
All right, Coach, I know you guys can do it. You had some rough shooting on this side, but you guys are always lights out on the south side of the gym. I think you guys are going to do well the second half.
I hope so. Thanks a lot.
All right, thanks, Coach. That was Coach Harkins, and he said it right. Just what we talked about in the pregame show. Stop the three-point shooting, and unfortunately for the Wolfpack there in the second quarter, that did not happen, but now they're on the south side of the gym. They always shoot better in front of the bench for some odd reason. They always shoot better on the south side, and they really need to, because at one point I thought somebody put a lid on top of that basketball hoop because there was several shots that rimmed in and out and just bounced around the rim softly, looked like they're going to go in, and just didn't. So crazy stuff. Want to thank Whitefish Credit Union for sponsoring Wolfpack Sports and sponsoring the halftime show. We'll be back. You're listening to Wolfpack Basketball here on The Monster.
This is Blake from Builders First Source Kalispell, formerly ProBuild. As the nation's largest supplier of building products, rest assured that we have the quality products you demand and the service you require, assisting you with everything from decking and cabinets, doors and windows, to siding and roofing. We bring expertise to your total project to meet your budget, all with a team of friendly professionals providing the very best in customer service. Builders First Source Unreserved, where wood is good, 752 Wood. See it, build it, live it with Builders First Source Kalispell.
And welcome back to Glacier Wolfpack Basketball here on the Monster. We're just about ready to start the third quarter as the Wolfpack trail the Big Sky Eagles 31-19. Wolfpack will have possession to start the third quarter. On the floor for the Wolfpack is their starting lineup: Drew Deck, Ethan Baines, Drew Englett, Michael Schwartz, along with Brett Michaels. And for the Big Sky Eagles, Camden Lawrence, Daniel Moore, Brady Tavish, Andrew Gardner, and Everett Fred. And we are underway. Glacier with the basketball. Drew Deck has it for the Wolfpack. Being guarded by Tavish. Gets off to Brett Michaels. Off to Ethan Baines down low. Back to Michaels, 3-ball shot is up, and it is back rim, no good. Rebound by Drew Deck, and up, and it is good for Drew. In with the Giants, gets the rebound, 31-21 now. Wolfpack trail by 10 to start the third quarter here. As Lawrence has it, gets it off to Gardner. Big first half for Gardner with 12 points. As Everett Fred now has it, gets off to Morin. Being guarded by Brett Michaels for the Wolfpack. Tabish with it, he drives, shot is up, and it is good. Brady Tabish now with 4 points, 33-21. As I believe that was Ethan Baines trying to get the steal there. It allowed Tabish to go uncontested to the into the paint for an easy layup. Schwartz 3-ball, top of the key, and it is good. 9 points now for Michael Schwartz, all behind the 3-point line. 33-24, Wolfpack still trail though on our Three Rivers Bank scoreboard. As Tabish has it. Gets off to Gardner, who drives, shot is up, no good. Tipped around, Tabish comes back, or Gardner comes back up with it. We're gonna have a foul, and they're gonna call that, I believe, on Ethan Baines. No, they're gonna call that on Brett Michaels. That's his first. And it's gonna send Gardner to the free throw line. As we mentioned, he's got 12 points all in the first half. Shot is up, and it is good. 10-point Big Sky Eagle lead, 34-24. Second one up, in and out, no good, tipped around. We're going to have a foul. They're going to call that Everett Fred for over the back. That's going to be his second. It's hard to believe that this Big Sky Eagle team is 1-6 in conference. They've got some kids that can play basketball here and some shooters that can really shoot the rock, especially behind the 3-point line. As Drew Deck has it for the Wolfpack, it's off to Michael Schwartz. Inglis got it top of the key to Michaels to get down low to Ethan Baines. Being guarded by Tabish. Schwartz 3-ball is going to be short, no good. Lawrence with the rebound for the Big Sky Eagles. Size advantage for Ethan Baines. I thought he was going to take that thing back up there. Tabish floater, no good. Engel with the rebound for the Wolfpack. Gets up to Drew Deck, quickly down the floor. Drew comes looking to get inside the key, and he does. Picks up his dribble, gets out to Michael Schwartz, 3-ball. Back rim, no good. Ball is up, and we've got a traveling as Drew Deck went after it. And ended up with Everett Fred, and I believe that was Tabish that came down with it. They're fighting themselves for it. Both hit the floor, and they called a traveling violation. So Drew Deck inbounds for the Wolfpack. Gets it off into England. Top of the key. Back to Drew Deck, get this offense set up. Drew's got it top of the key. Gets out. They skipping around to Brett Michaels, down low to Ethan Baines. Schwartz at the free throw line. Shot is up, and it is good. 11 now for Michael. 34-26. Wolfpack still trail with 5:23 to go here in the third quarter. As Lawrence has it. Gets off to Gardner, top of the key. To Tabish. As Gardner now has it. Back to Tabish to Morin. They're going to pitch it and catch it around the 3-point line like they've been doing all game. Good defense by the Wolfpack right now. They get down low to Gardner. His shot is up, and it is good in the paint. Gardner, 36-26 now. 10-point game again for the Eagles. As Weston Price going to check in for the Wolfpack. Next whistle. Drew Deck 3-ball. Back rim, no good. We got a foul on the floor. And then they call that on Everett Fred. That's going to be his third. As Weston Price checks in, Ethan Baines checks out for the Wolfpack as Drew Deck can inbounds for the Wolfpack. Gets off to England, down low. Shot is up. No good for Drew. As Lawrence has it for the Eagles. Gets off to Morin. Long 3-ball. Front rim, no good. Got a foul. And they're going to call that on Everett Fred now. That's going to be his fourth now. As he knocked Michael Schwartz to the ground. as McKee Maralt checks in for Big Sky in his place, as Drew Deck has it for the Wolfpack. Down the floor he comes quickly. Coast to coast, Drew goes, and up, and it is good. Drew Deck from one end of the court to the other. 36-28 now. Wolfpack still trail as KJ Johnson and Cole Crosby are going to check in for the Wolfpack. As Morin has it, being guarded by Michael Schwartz. Gets off to Gardner, being guarded by Deck now. Back to Tabish. They get it down low to Lawrence. Lawrence in the paint, being guarded by Anglet. Good job by Drew. Shot is up, no good, but they're going to have a foul. That's going to be Weston's second. And it's going to put Brady Tabish to the free throw line, where Tabish right now has 4 points in this contest. In and out, no good, as Buckingham also is going to check in for the Wolfpack. As Michael Schwartz comes out, Brett Michaels comes out. And Weston Price checks out for the Wolfpack. Tabish to the free throw line. 36-28, Big Sky on top. Tabish is second, and it is good. That's 5 points now for Tabish. Drew Deck has it for the Wolfpack. Down the floor he comes. Hobbs Gibson, he's going to be a blocking foul as he tried to go in between two defenders. And they're going to call that on Brady Tabish. That's going to be a second. That's the fourth team foul here in the second half for Big Sky. 37-28. KJ Johnson inbounds, 3:45 to go here in the third quarter. Drew Deck has it, off to Buckingham. Crosby shot, front rim, no good, tipped around, gets out to KJ Johnson, three ball, and it is good. KJ Johnson, 6 points now for KJ. 37-31. Wolfpackers slowly clawing their way back into this contest here in the third quarter, as Morin has being guarded by KJ. Gardner with the shot. He's going to be fouled. Going to be shooting two. They call that on Cole Crosby. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back. You're listening to Wolfpack Basketball on the Monster.
Able Body Shop is proud to sponsor the area's youth and local sports, from Little League to high school athletics. So good luck to the boys and girls teams in Polson, Eureka, Libby, Columbia Falls, Big Fork, Whitefish, Flathead, and Glacier High Schools. Play hard and injury-free, and most of all, have fun. Able Body Shop, where your friendship is no accident.
And welcome back to Glacier Wolfpack Basketball here on the Monster, as Andrew Gardner to shoot some free throws here. First shot up, and it is good. $16 points now for Gardner in this contest, 38-31. Big Sky on top. Second shot is up. It is good as well. Drew England inbounds, gets off to Drew Deck. Drew's going to get this offense set up. Man-to-man defense still by Big Sky, as England has it top of the key. Drew Deck wide open. Take that shot, buddy. You can make that. Shot off the mark, no good by Drew. Tipped around, and Big Sky's going to come up with it. Drew Deck, wide open three-point shot. He just didn't take it. We need him to take that shot because I know he can make it. Floater by Gardner up, and it is good. 39-31 now. Deck with the basketball. Gets off to KJ Johnson. Gets off to Crosby. Back to Drew Deck. Back to Crosby, top of the key. KJ Johnson with it. Gets off to Buckingham. They get down low to England. England's got a size advantage here. What's he going to do? He's going to back himself in. Shot is up. Back rim, no good. Tipped around. Morin comes down to for the Eagles, and down the floor he comes quickly. Going to get this offense set up for the Big Sky Eagles, as Tabish now has it. Being guarded by Drew England, top of the key. Get it off to Morin, being guarded by KJ Johnson. Lawrence should have been called for travel right there. Moore now has it. Meralt. Back to Gardner. Back to Tabish. There's pitching to Keshet right around the 3-point line. Just like they've been doing all game, waiting for somebody to get open, try to shoot a 3-ball. Good defense by KJ on Lawrence. As Moore now has it. Get it off to Gardner. He's being guarded by Anglet. Back to Lawrence, top of the key. Lawrence drives. Shot is up. Gets it out to, actually gets it back out to Morin. Gardner has it. In the key. Shot is up. No good. We're going to have a foul. And they call that on Buckingham. That's his first. As Michael Schwartz to check in for the Wolfpack. As Gardner goes to the free throw line. Shot is up. It is good. As Drew Deck checks out, Schwartz checks in. Warren goes out. And Gabe Bailey checks in for the Big Sky Eagles. Second one is up, and it is good for Gardner. Michael Schwartz has it for the Wolfpack, 43-31 now. As KJ Johnson 3-ball, and it is good. KJ's on fire. 9 points now for KJ off the bench. 43-34 with 1:06 to go here in the third quarter. Wolfpack need to stop. Lawrence drives, shot is up, no good, but it's going to be fouled. Nice floater by Lawrence. That's 3 fouls now on Michael Schwartz. 15th foul as Weston Price going to check in. Lance's first shot is up and it is good. Ten points now for Lawrence as Morin comes back into this contest. And Gardner checks out. .21 for Gardner. Second one up for Lawrence is good. 45-34 now, under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Wolfpack trail as Crosby has it. Gets off to KJ Johnson. They get down low to Anglet, down low. Off to Weston Price, top of the key. To Schwartz. Schwartz drives, shot is up, and it is good. Great job by Michael Schwartz to do a floater over the top of Lawrence. 45-36 now. Morin drives, shot is up, no good. And they're going to call Michael Schwartz. That's going to be his fourth. As Brett Michaels checks in, and Michael Schwartz to come out of this contest with 4 fouls. 45-36. 31.1 to go here in the third quarter. As Tabish inbounds for the Big Sky Eagles, gets off to Lawrence. 3 balls up, and it is good. Wow. Camden Lawrence, 48-36 now. As KJ Johnson has it for the Wolfpack. Gets up to Cole Crosby. Lawrence almost stole the ball away from him as England comes up with it. Crosby now has it. Gets up to KJ Johnson, 3-ball. And it is good for KJ. 12 points now for KJ, 48-39, and that is it. End of the third quarter. Wolfpack trail 48-39. We'll be back. You listen to Wolfpack basketball on the Monster.
Good morning, Central Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. How may I help you today?
I'm having some trouble with my plumbing.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What sort of problem?
It's making this kind of sound.
Oh, no worries. We can certainly take care of that for you.
Call Central at 756-6656.
And the pregame plan is, you are short on cash. Make a fast break to either of Three Rivers Bank's 2 convenient locations and score a quick 2-point flip. With a full-service bank on your side, Three Rivers Bank will work hard to help you win the game. Good luck, Glacier Wolfpack. Three Rivers Bank, helping you financially run every bit of life. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
the Monster. Start of the fourth quarter, 48-39. Big Sky Eagles lead, and they've got possession to start the fourth quarter as Glacier goes back into his zone defense, trying to slow this offense down as Morin has it. Lawrence, long NBA three ball off the mark, no good. Morin tries to save it. It's going to be out of bounds. Wolfpack will have possession and try to chip into this 9-point lead that the Big Sky Eagles have on the Wolfpack now. 7:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. 48-39 on our Three Rivers Bank scoreboard. Crosby with it for the Wolfpack. It's off to Weston Price. To the hot hand, KJ Johnson. As England now has it left corner. He drives, gets in the paint, and we're going to have a foul. And I believe they're going to call Dylan Sandry with the push. That's the first. That's the 15th foul now. As KJ Johnson inbounds for the Wolfpack. Gets up to Crosby. Brett Michaels top of the key. Johnson three ball. Rushed it a little bit. No good as Lawrence comes down with it for the Big Sky Eagles. Down the floor they come quickly. Shot is up. No good. Rebound by Crosby. Tipped away though, and luckily KJ Johnson come up with it as Bailey tipped it away. Johnson's going to throw the ball away. Lawrence comes down with it. 3-on-1. Shot is up, and it is good. Dan Morin. 50-39 now. Wolfpack trail as KJ Johnson has it for the Wolfpack. Gets off to Crosby. Weston Price top of the key. Three ball off the rim. No good. Tipped around, and I think they're going to call it out on Dylan Sandry as Gardner checks in along with Breuer. KJ Johnson has the ball for the Wolfpack. 50-39, and we're going to have an offensive foul as they're going to call KJ with the push. That's the first for KJ. 7th team foul for the Wolfpack. As Morin has it for the Eagles, being guarded by Johnson. Get off to Lawrence. Lawrence drives. The ball's tipped out of bounds. Actually tipped away, and it's saved as KJ Johnson comes up with it. He's got it back. Shot is up, acrobatic, and they're going to call an offensive foul on KJ Johnson. That's the second. That's the 8th team foul now. (50-39) as Moore now has the ball for the Big Sky Eagles. Gets off to Lawrence, to Gardner, to Breuer. Back to Lawrence. They get down low to Gardner. Picks up his dribble, and he's going to be a jump ball. No, they're going to call a timeout before the travel and or the jump ball. We'll be back. You listen to Wolfpack basketball on the Monster.
The Sportsman and Ski House Kalispell store has several new Glock pistols, a Henry Long Ranger rifle, CCP 10 9mm pistol, a Ruger American 17 HMR stainless synthetic rifle, just $369.99. Trap shooters stock up on Winchester 12-gauge target loads, $539. Rio wing and target 12-gauge, 1250 FPS shot shell, $599. Save $70 on a Smith & Wesson MP9 2.0 pistol, $449.99. Sportsman Ski House, Kalispell, and Whitefish.
How lucky are we to live in this winter wonderland? Whether you enjoy skiing, snowmobiling, ice fishing, or just camping, the Flathead Valley has you covered, literally, in snow. At Valley Bank, we say, bring on the snow. We look forward to time spent with family and outdoor adventures. Maybe your adventure needs a new camper, RV, or snowmobile. At Valley Bank of Kalispell, we finance it and we live it. Stay safe, bundle up, and go find your adventure. Valley Bank of Kalispell, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Glacier Wolfpack basketball here on the Monster. Glacier trails the Big Sky Eagles 50-39 with 5:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. Big Sky to inbounds, and they do. They get it off to Morin, who's being guarded by KJ Johnson, top of the key. They get it off to Lawrence, who skips it over to Morin in the corner. as Lincoln now has it. Back to Morin. This offense is run basically right around the three-point line for this Big Sky Eagle team. They pitch it and catch it until they find somebody cutting down low, and or they have a wide-open three-pointer, and they're not afraid to shoot the rock beyond the three-point line. As Lawrence drives, shot is up, and it's going to count, and he's going to be fouled. And they call that on Cole Crosby. That's the third for Crosby, 52-39 now. Lawrence's second is up, and it is good. I'm just shocked that this Big Sky team, looking at this team and how they're playing, that they're a 1-6 conference team right now. That win over Flathead earlier this week must have sparked this team, and I don't know if I'd want to meet this team in the conference play at the divisional tournament, because they are playing some good ball right now as Crosby shoots up, and it is good. Cole Crosby with his first 2 points, 53-41 now. But this Eagles team is imploded over the last couple games for their coach. As I mentioned, they've only won 2 games all season. They're 2-11. And right now they lead the Wolfpack 53-41, and you would not think this is a 2-11 basketball team. Shot is up for Gardner and up, and it is good. He cannot miss from anywhere. 55-41 now, Big Sky on top. On our Three Rivers Bank scoreboard, Bert Michaels has it, gets off to KJ Johnson, to Inglet, top of the key. Crosby has it now, and he's going to be fouled by Lawrence. That's the first foul. 16 foul. Price to inbounds for the Wolfpack, gets it into Inglet, being guarded by Lawrence. Drew picks up his dribble, gets out to KJ Johnson, 3-ball, side rim, no good. Rebound by Gardner for the Big Sky Eagles. Morin has it. Going to get this offense set up for the Eagles. To Lawrence. You can't leave him open or he'll shoot the ball anywhere beyond half court. He ain't afraid to shoot it. Lawrence with it. Gets off to Morin. Back off to Lincoln. Being guarded by Inglet. Picks up his dribble. And they're going to have a timeout on the floor. Good thing they did, or they would have had a 5-second violation right there. It's a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here as the Wolfpack, with 3:33 to go here in the fourth quarter, they trail the Big Sky Eagles 55-41. This competition was heated in the first quarter with the Wolfpack on top until right near the end of the first quarter, and Big Sky went up by a couple points. And then next thing you know, it was an 8-point game, then down to a 4-point, then back to an 11. It's just been a teeter-totter roller coaster ride for the Wolfpack, as Andrew Gardner's had a huge night. With 23 points, as Tabish inbounds does to Lincoln for the Eagles, as Moore now has it. He's going to dribble it around. They're just going to keep their guards in play. Right now they've got every player on the floor is a guard. Tabish, he drives, tries to get it off to Lawrence, no good. Drew Deck comes down to the basketball. Down the floor he comes to Schwartz, 3-ball. Front of the rim, no good. Tipped around. Who's going to come up with it? Drew Deck does for the Wolfpack. Inglet now has it. Gets it off to Price. Schwartz, 3-ball. Front rim, no good. Moore with the rebound for the Big Sky Eagles. As Big Sky literally has all guards in this competition right now, and they're literally, their entire offense is just pitching and catching it until they find somebody cutting through that's wide open in the key. Stolen away by Crosby, as Desmond to check in for the Wolfpack at next whistle. Crosby, 3-ball, back rim, no good. Lawrence with the rebound for the Eagles. As Coach Harkin's not happy with the referee in here as Lawrence drive shot is up, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Camden Lawrence. The ball went in. 55-41. That's only the second foul as Desmold to check out, or Desmold checks in and Drew Englert checks out for the Wolfpack. Weston Price to inbounds for the Wolfpack. Gets it into Drew Deck with 2:11 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Wolfpack down by 14. Need to get some points here quickly as Desmold has it. Gets off to Price down low. Crosby now has it at the free throw line. Shot is up. Side rim no good. Lawrence with the rebound for Big Sky. Traveling by Camden Lawrence. He tried to get it to Morin and just slid his feet. Easy call by the referee there. As Weston Price is going to inbounds it. Gets it off to Drew Deck. Drew's going to try to get this offense set up. We need some points here. Do the Wolfpack. Crosby has it. Gets off to Desmold. He's up on the three-point line. Michael Schwartz drives. Shot is up, and it is good. Quick move by Michael Schwartz to get in there, and he's going to be fouled. And they're going to call that on Morin. That's going to be his first, as Christian Hensley's going to check in for the Wolfpack. Cole Crosby is going to go to the bench. 55-43 now with 1:32 to go here in the fourth quarter. Schwartz's shot is up, and it is good. 55-44 now with 1:30 to go. Morin has it for the Eagles. He's going to drive around Hensley. Shot is up, and it is good. Easy bucket for Dan Morin. 57-44 as Drew Deck has it for the Wolfpack. It's going to be stolen away by Lawrence. He gets it down to Morin, and we have a scrum. And they're going to call that on Weston Price. That's his third. And it's going to put Camden Lawrence at the free throw line. Sinks the first one. That's 18 points now for Lawrence. Make that 17. As Jackson Olsen checks in for the Wolfpack. And McKee Maralt checks in for Dan Morin, who had a big game. 103 and counting, 59-44. Wolfpack trail. Christian Hensley with it for the Wolfpack. Desmold now has the top of the key. Gets it off to Drew Deck. Olsen now, right corner. Olsen's looking. He drives, picks up his dribble, gets off to Price. They're going to have a foul, and they're going to call that on Lincoln. That's the first foul on Draven Lincoln. As Caleb Boone checks in, and Brady Tabish comes out with 3 points in this contest. 45.7 to go. Weston Price to the free throw line, makes his first. It's the first points in this game for Price. As Andrew Gardner checks out, big night for him. I know he has over 20, as Buckingham's going to check in as well for the Wolfpack. Second shot, no good for Price. Rebound by Boone. As Lincoln has it back to Boone. 36 and counting. 59-45. Big Sky on top. Broyer has it for Big Sky. Gets up to Bailey. Bailey drives. Needs to be fouled. I don't know who they're going to call that on because there was Drew Deck. Yeah, they're going to call that on Drew. That's his second. And it's going to put Gabe Bailey to the free throw line. 21 points now for Gardner. Shot is up, and that was good. Drew Deck all the way coast to coast. 61-47 now. 6 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Big Sky is just going to hold the ball. And that is it, folks. End of the game. Glacier Wolfpack lose to the Big Sky Eagles 61-47. We'll be back. You're listening to Wolfpack Basketball on the Monster.
Driven by a dedication to education. It's the Cool to Stay in School new car giveaway. Every year in June, the Green Auto Group awards a brand new car to one lucky Flathead Valley perfect attendance high school student. So go for it, because it's a no-brainer. And good luck from Green Nissan and Green Hyundai, 93 South and Lower Valley Road, Kalispell, who say it's cool to stay in school, and they prove it.
Wolfpack Sports is brought to you by Swank Enterprises, family owned with a solid Montana workforce, and serving the region as your professional commercial building project managers. Swank Enterprises has a reputation unrivaled in the industry. They consistently set the standard for integrity, competence, and quality. Completely committed to excellence on every job. Swank Enterprises. Go Wolfpack!
Hi, I'm Garrett, Trail West Bank in Kalispell. Commercial loan officers at Trail West Bank understand business and work hard to customize commercial loans to match each business's situation. From Kalispell through Missoula, south to Hamilton, and from Bonner to St. Regis, the Trail West Bank family is ready to help. Whether you are at home or on the trail, with a commercial loan, a competitive consumer loan, to agricultural loan, or a credit card, Trail West Bank, the trail to financial success starts here, and always with friendly customer service. Please enjoy all Glacier High sports and go Wolfpack!
And welcome back to Glacier Wolfpack basketball here on the Monster. Final score, 61-47. The Big Sky Eagles earned their second conference win with a big upset win here against Glacier. Let's go through scoring first for the Wolfpack. Drew Deck ended the night with 9 points. Ethan Baines had 2 points. KJ Johnson, 12 off the bench. Weston Price with 1, Cole Crosby with 2, Drew England with only 2 points this entire contest. Michael Schwartz, who is the leading scorer for the Wolfpack, with 16, and right out the scoring for the Wolfpack was Brett Michaels with 3. And for the Big Sky Eagles, Camden Lawrence with 19 points, Dan Morin with 10, Gabe Bailey with 1, Brady Tabish with 5, Andrew Gardner led all scorers on both teams with 23 points, and Everett Ford rounded out the scoring for Big Sky with 2 points. Big win for the Eagles as they come into this contest with only 1 conference win all season. Now they've got 2, and both coming to the Flathead schools as they defeated Flathead earlier in the week and now have just defeated the Glacier Wolfpack. Next up for the Wolfpack, they're at Helena. And then next Saturday, they will be here against Helena Capital. We want to thank all of our listeners on 103.9 The Monster and also all of our worldwide webbers on monster1039.com. JV Boys 147-42. Glacier Varsity Fall 61-47. This has been a presentation of KZMN Monster Radio Sports. Any publication, broadcast, or rebroadcast of this program without express written consent of KZMN is prohibited. If you're driving home, please drive safely. Make sure you buckle up. The roads are slippery. Want to welcome or thank all of our listeners once again. Final score, 61-47. The Wolfpack fall to the Big Sky Eagles. We'll be here next week. You're listening to Wolfpack Basketball. Have fun. God bless. We'll see you real soon. Bye for now.
Glacier High School Wolf